And there you go, those are the no drip popsicles with Jello. See what you think. Happy Monday! We hope that your weekends were awesome. Ours was.
Yeah.
We spent most of Saturday driving around dropping off care packages for folks and being able to just wave at people I've not seen in over a month and a half now was just really great. It was awesome to see everybody again, even if it was just through the car. And then we all got together and we watched God's Not Dead.
We all got together in our own living rooms.
We watched God's Not Dead on a Netflix party and it was really fun.
Today's scripture is from Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't last week, it was the week before, we were talking about this verse over at youth group. One of the kids brought it up as a verse that really stood out to them, and rightly so, because it's really great. We're called to be the light of the world, even when it's gloomy outside like this week. And we're not talking obviously like a physical light. We're talking about how we're going to be a light through our actions, through our words, through our deeds.
And the scripture says a city on a hill cannot be hidden. Like we said, we watched a movie called God's Not Dead, and I won't spoil it. But I will tell you that the main character, Josh, is struggling because people are questioning his faith. And it'd be a lot easier for that character to just decide to hide his Christianity and to not make a fuss about it. But instead, he decides to be a light. He decides to still tell people about Jesus.
Yeah, the pastor in the film actually says when he's talking about his classmates that for Josh, he might be the only exposure to Christ that any of those classmates get. Is that not good enough reason to profess his faith? Right, again, and we go back to Matthew 14 today, and a city on a hill cannot be hidden. We're not called to hide our faith under a bushel. We're called to be a light for others, to direct them, to guide them into a relationship with Christ, with God. And that's what we challenge you guys with. Don't hide your light, but let it shine brightly so that people know that you are children of God. For today's fun slot, we're actually going to do 2 projects in one slot. You're right, like what a lucky day. The first is we want to do kind of like a rock candy update. We forgot about them until we stumbled upon them today. So we actually want to like see what they look like, and then we're also going to do an activity. If you don't remember this, you should go back and watch that video. If you never watched that video, shame on you. Now is your chance. We'll wait. Alright, now that you did that. Oh.
What? My top crystallized.
Oh man.
What?
It's really sweet.
I make pink rock candy. Wow, yours is really good. It has to be a more strategic way to do this for when they mass produce.
No, I think it's a guy in a factory that does this.
Yeah, this is the kind that makes your teeth black.
Because of the sugar or just...
Both.
Yeah, look at that piece of rock candy. Whoa.
Wow! Beautiful! Look!
I do want to like taste it and try one out, but they're still pretty wet and gooey from the liquid, so we're just going to put it to one side and come back to it a little bit later on. But let us just clean up and get ready for craft number 2.
Woo!
Craft number 2. We are going to make some no drip Jello popsicles. They are super easy. Putting all the ingredients into a bowl, mixing it up, and then put it into a cup and freezing it. It's really easy. You will need a packet of Kool-Aid, 3 ounces of Jello. So I'm trying to use some of the green Jello that I picked up accidentally, and I talked about that in a previous video. 2 cups of boiling water, 2 cups of cold water, 3/4 of a cup of just regular sugar. We're also gonna half our recipe so that we can try and do 2 different flavors, 2 different colors. We don't know if that's gonna work, but it's what we're gonna try anyway. 3/4 of a cup of sugar if you wanna get that going.
Do I need to have it?
Yes. 2 cups of 1 cup of boiling water in each bowl, 1 whole packet of Kool-Aid in one, and 1 whole packet of Kool-Aid in the others. That's really strong. 1 cup of that cold in there and 1 cup of the cold in there. We're gonna half our Jello in some way. I'm gonna half this. Don't quite know how.
Yeah, mine's a Ziploc bag.
Yeah. Smells good.
Yeah.
Pour it into just some plastic cups.
Should I make a smaller one?
Yeah, let's make it smaller.
Oh, it's not small.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we've poured them into our cups and they're ready to go in the freezer for a little bit. Obviously, eventually they're going to get popsicle sticks, but if we stick them in now, then they're just going to be against the side. So the key is to freeze them for just a little bit until they're starting to get tough, and then you can stick them in. It should take 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. We'll come back to you. We actually left ours in the freezer for an hour and a half, maybe an hour. They just weren't firming up. They're firm, they're now ready. Working out where you want your stick to go, somewhere in the middle. Pop it on in there. Boop. And back to the freezer. It said 6 hours, but we're gonna leave ours for about 12. All right, we'll be happy.
Our yummy treats.
They've been in the freezer for around 12 hours or so. They're frozen really well, like they do with the blizzards.
I missed that.
Yeah. We're only gonna get one out each because once you get it out, you have to eat them, and I don't want to eat 3 right now. I'm gonna spread it out through the day. Really as simple as dipping it in some warm water just to kind of warm things up a little bit. You're not gonna leave it in too long to kind of melt it. Give it a quick twist.
Woo!
Boom.
They're so big.
Nope.
Yay!
And there you go. Those are the no drip popsicles with Jello. See what you think. Wow, there's so much flavor in those.
This is better than any popsicle I've ever had.
Wow, those are really good.
I'm not even lying. This is the best popsicle I've ever had.
Wow, I'm really surprised at how good they are. It must be all the sugar. Cool. All right, back to you in the studio.
Wait, there's more. We had to try our... You want to try your little one?
Yeah.
Your baby? I don't want to try this one because it's so pretty. But I want my teeth to be black.
You know, really getting this really sugar-full
They
day.
are so cool looking.
Yeah, they developed really cool. So let's try these out and see what they like. I can taste the sugar on my teeth. I mean, it's good.
I'm trying to taste the almond. I remember I put almond in mine.
Yeah, I think mine slightly is vanilla.
The sweetness is just overpowering, but it tastes just like rock candy.
Yeah.
We made rock candy. We did it. We did it!
Cool.
Woo!
Back to you in the studio. Alright, there you go. You guys got 2 crafts in 1 session. What a lucky day.
Double the sugar.
You're welcome, parents. Let us know if you try out either of our crafts and have a really awesome day. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye.